A retired Valley firefighter has lost his battle with cancer. Austin Peck died late last night. He was a Goodyear fire engineer, and today a procession was held to transfer his body to a mortuary. You can see the fire ladders crossed as the hearse carrying Peck's body passed underneath. Team 12's Colleen Sikora spoke with Peck's colleagues today, who say the department lost a great man.
Austin Peck's dream job was to be a firefighter, and since 2008, he was living that dream, battling fires for others. But ultimately, it was that job that gave him the battle that took his life.
Shrouds cover the badges of Goodyear Fire employees, a symbol of their loss as they mourn Austin Peck.
Austin was very charismatic. He's always smiling, always laughing. He was definitely a jokester.
Peck was a firefighter and engineer who colleagues say brought a spark to the department.
Austin had an amazing spirit, an amazing attitude, was always chipper, and just a great guy to be around.
Peck joined the department in 2008, but in 2015 he was diagnosed with cancer related to his job. In 2017, we talked with Peck about his disease, and at the time he spoke about how much he loved his job.
Everybody's relying on you. It's their worst day, and they need you.
Goodyear Fire Department says it was complications from the cancer that took his life Saturday night. Jason Richmond, who went through the academy with Peck, says Peck fought to live for his wife and 2 daughters.
His long fight with this cancer proves the type of character he had and how hard he always fought at whatever he did.
Now his fellow firefighters are holding on to memories of their beloved colleague.
He fought that good fight, and we're going to miss him dearly.
We will always have it in our hearts, but it'll definitely be missed.
Colleen Sikora, 12 News.
Services for Peck have not been scheduled yet. When they are, we will be sure to pass along the details on air, online, and on the 12 News app.